On June 17, European Climate Diplomacy Day, the delegation of the European Union to Turkey held an event during which tree seedlings were handed out in Ankara's Kuğulu Park, with the presence of leading European countries' ambassadors as well as the mayor of Çankaya District Municipality. Explaining the importance of the event in a prepared statement, the organizers Simon Mordue, the Director for Strategy and Turkey in the European Commission's Directorate General for Neighbourhood Policy and Enlargement Negotiations, German Ambassador Eberhard Pohl, French Ambassador Laurent Bili, UK Deputy Head of Mission Janet Elizabeth Douglas and EU Delegation Chargé d'Affaires Bela Szombati said the event serves as an opportunity to show the European Union's commitment to combating climate change. In speaking to today's Zaman, Mordue described the cooperation between members of the EU on an ambitious agenda for environmental protection. The EU started with setting clear targets for 2020 to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 20% and to increase the EU members' use of renewable energy by 2020, said Mordue. Referring to the importance of adhering to these targets, Mordue added, "This is not just about artificially setting targets. These are measures which can help bring about sustainable benefits for our citizens and our economy." Mordue continued by emphasizing the readiness of the EU to support Turkey's integration into the EU's significant environmental agenda and said, "We are working quite considerably with the Turkish government in terms of our support provided through the instrument of the accession Turkey's membership negotiations." Today's Zaman also had an opportunity to interview German Ambassador Pohl, who explained the efforts being undertaken in Germany in order to set an example. In Germany, there is quite a long tradition that there are green activists. They are also in government now for many years, said Pohl. Mentioning Germany's commitment to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by 40% by 2020, double the EU target, Pohl emphasized the collective commitment of all EU members on environmental issues. Emphasizing the importance of international cooperation, it was also highlighted during the event that key environmental issues should be insistently discussed and efforts should be made to raise awareness. Praising the active efforts of many Turkish citizens to address environmental issues, Mordue said, "I think Gezi Park was also particularly an example of a relatively strong civil society movement also around the environmental theme." A series of protests started in Istanbul's Gezi Park, located in Taksim district, in late May 2013 and spread across the country, particularly due to police brutality during the protests, attracting heavy criticism from around the world. The events began when a group of environmentalists gathered in Gezi Park to protest the government's plan to raise the park and build a replica of a historic building that would allegedly house a shopping mall. To some, Gezi Park marked the start of the ruling Justice and Development Party's, AK Party, increasing intolerance of critical voices. Mordue also expressed his gratitude to Alper Taşdelen, the mayor of Çankaya, for participating in the organization of such an important event and for showing interest in making efforts to address environmental issues.